Hello children, welcome to the world of environmental studies. So today topic name is on the move again. It is a phrase which means going to another place or moving place to place. But who is moving and why? So on the move again is the topic all about the farmers in our country, what difficulties they face and so on. But children, today before I start the topic, I want you to know some facts about the farmers of the country. As you know, there are farmers in the country and they work in the fields. What do you think their lives are? Easy or difficult? Because I have seen so many people complaining about their life not having luxurious things, but on the other hand, I do hear from the news that because of the less money, farmers' families don't have food to eat. Isn't it sad? The farmers who work to give other people food, actually their families die with hunger. Farmers are lucky during the rainy season. Why? As they can harvest crops and works hard to earn the money from the field. But what about summer and winter seasons? Do they get enough water to the field? Do they have enough money to invest on the field? Well, there are farmers who can give out money to pump water in their fields, but there are farmers too who couldn't afford to do so. But what happened to them? Because as we know, during the rainy season, such farmers can earn a lot of money or they can earn money which they can survive. But after that, well, in many cases, they take loans from the bank or from the panchayat of the village. If they are not able to take loans, they take up some job to fulfill the daily requirements. Don't we have to do some jobs like your parents do jobs? Your father works in a company or they have their own businesses to fulfill our daily requirements. They need to go somewhere to earn money to spend on our daily essentials, right? Now, they also find small jobs nearby the village which need them to move to another village. Why they move? Why they find such a small job? Because children, rainy season is a season where they get water, and as we all know and read in the chapter that water is a natural resource, so they get it free, right? And the soil gets fertile so that farmers get benefit in rainy season. In order to do the job, they had to leave their family and go to another village to search the job or to do the job. Well, children, don't you think it's very difficult for them to leave their family and go to another village to for a long time and earn money? Yes, it is very difficult. Moving is not an easy job to do sometimes. If they take their family with them, suppose there are small children, they find difficulties to adjust with the environment. They could not adjust with the environment because they are acquainted to some environment, they are acquainted to some people, but suddenly if the environment changes and people change, they don't accept that, they don't want to be there, but after some times they adjust. But frequent changes makes a difference in a child, right? So sometimes children move with their parents in order to help them for the job, and they had to leave the school, so children are not able to complete their studies sometime. Yes, children, there are some unlucky children who moves with their parents. We won't say that those children are unlucky if they move with their parents. They are unlucky because they could not complete the studies in the school they were in. Because the school we need to be in, we need to complete a year, right? If in a half year, if our parents will ask us to move, then our studies will be incomplete. Just think, if your father will ask that, okay, 6 months is done here, let's move to the another place. Now you have friends in this school. Now you love some teachers over this school. You love the studies in school, and then what you have to do? You have to move to another school to make new friends, to adjust with the environment. Isn't it difficult? Yes, it is very difficult. But see, such farmers' children have to face such difficulties too. And sometimes there are farmers who lack money, who earn very little money, and they are unable to give money to the school. So their children move with themselves and work in some places too. Now children, I want you to see these pictures. Let's have a discussion on this picture. What do you see from this picture? In this first picture, we can see a farmer is plowing in the field, isn't it? They have to work hard every day so that the crops grow up and they can take it to the market and sell it so that they can earn some money. Yes, see, their families, like his wife or sisters or their father's mother or the children, comes and help them in the field so that they are able to earn enough to fulfill their needs and they can spend on their daily essentials. Right? Let's see the second picture. There are some farmers who use tractors. They have money, they use it wisely. They use technologies, some good technologies, and some use tractors to do the farming. See, in the first picture we have seen that the farmer was using a cow to plow the field, right? Now over here the farmer is using a tractor to take out the crop, or we can say to plow in the field, right? Let's see the next picture. Now children, as we have discussed in this picture, what you can see, a farmer is harvesting the crops, but do you see the soil is very good over here? No, the soil doesn't look good. It looks like someone has digged in it, or the soil is broken. Why? Because when the soil doesn't get enough water, the crack happens on the soil. There are so many cracks you can see on the soil, for which the soil doesn't fertile crops very well, and farmers don't get that lucky to get enough crops from this soil because it doesn't fertile, right? Let's see the next picture. So in this picture, here is a farmer who is working in the field during the rainy season. We can see it's raining, and you can see what happens to the soil when it rains. The field get water. And children, one more thing also. During rainy season, if excessive rains come, even the field gets enough water, again the soil spoiled. Why? Because anything which is more is not good. Anything which is less or more is not good. Even if the soil gets less water, it can't fertile. The soil will not become fertile. If it gets more and more excessive of water, then the soil spoil all the crops. But they have to check the amount of water they need to give to the soil. But Farmers can't do anything. It's a natural resource. Rain is a natural resource. They can't ask rain that, no, stop, we got enough water. They can't do, right? So sometimes excessive rains also um, give a really hard task to the farmers. Okay, children, let's check the next picture. Now see, this farmer is getting really good crops or harvesting the crops. You can see a green field where the farmer is working and enjoying it. He is tying the crops. Why? Because they have enough of it. So they need to harvest the field. Isn't it? Okay. So children, I hope at this point you have learned a bit about farmers and how they work in the fields, isn't it? On the Move Again is also about the Dhanu's family, who is a farmer in a small village. What happened to their family? They have to leave their villages for months in search of work. Let's know about this family more. Okay, let's start. Now, Dhanu's village. Today, all the relatives have come to Dhanu's house to celebrate Dashera. You all know what is Dashera, why we celebrate Dashera. Yes, when Ma Durga defeat Mahisasur, we celebrate Dashera. They have come with the luggage in their bullock carts. You must be wondering what is a bullock carts, right? There is a cart. You have seen cart when you go to shopping. You have seen cart. It is made of wooden, and what they do, they keep it on the neck of bullock and people sit on it. They can keep the things and they go places to places. Year before, when there was no cars, when people were not people can't afford cars, they used to go in a bullock carts. So, Dhanu's father is the eldest in the family. All the festivals are celebrated at their house. Dhanu's mother, whom he called Ai, the wife of mother's brother, which is Mami, brother's wife, which is Mami, and the wife of father's brother, okay, the wife of father's brother is Kaki, are busy making Puran Poli, a sweet rotis made from jaggery and gram. Along with this, a special curry dish is also made. The day passes in laughing and chatting, but by evening, everyone's mood changes. The women and children begin to pack their luggage. The men sit down with the Mukaddam. Mukaddam is an agent who lends money for the meeting. The Mukaddam gives the details of the loan taken by each family. Then the talks for the next few months begin. The Mukaddam explains to the villagers in which areas they would go for the next 6 months. He also gives them some money as loan for their expenses. Children, you must be wondering what is loan? Why they are borrowing money? But don't worry, we will discuss it. Now in this picture, you can see there is an old man surrounded by many people who is giving money to a person. He is called as Mukaddam. Mukaddam is an agent who gives money to the people, to the farmer, the people who need it. Alright. Okay, children, as I have told you that we will talk about borrowing money and loans. Borrowing money and loans are two different things. Borrowing money is the money you asked from someone. Like if my friend comes and asks me that, can I have 5,000 rupees from you? I will return it when I will have it. There is no guarantee of getting back the money. Yes, we can get the money back, but there is no time period of it. So that is called borrowing of money. Okay. But what is loan? Have you ever heard about a bank loan? Even in nowadays, Panchayat gives loan. Loan is something where you can take the money from the bank and you have to keep a thing to them. A thing means like a piece of land or jewelry or something which is very valuable. You have to keep that. They will calculate the value of that thing. Like if the land piece cost 1 lakh rupees, they will tell you that okay, we can give you a loan of 1 lakh rupee. So they will give the loan of 1 lakh rupee with terms and conditions. What is there? You have to come back every month and have to give a small amount to um, the person whom you have taken the loan. So you have to uh, send the money to the person who have taken the loan. Why? Because either they will take that piece of land or they will sell it and they won't give back the piece of land to you or the valuable things they have with you, they have of yours. So that is loan. Okay, so loan has a time period, but borrowing money doesn't have a time period. Now children, ever since Dhanu remembers, this has been the routine. So Dhanu remembers this is a routine of borrowing money and taking money from the Mukaddam. So families like Dhanu's work on the lands of big farmers till Dashera, before the rainy season. Many other families also work on such lands. They earn just enough money to keep them going through these months. But how to manage the remaining 6 months when there is no rain and no work in the fields? So everyone borrows money from the Mukaddam. So how they manage? They borrow money from the Mukaddam. To pay back this money, they have to work for the Mukaddam. Mukaddam is an agent for sugarcane factories. He helps them to find work in sugarcane fields. So what he does? He helps the farmers to find out the job in the sugarcane fields. Now children, let's discuss some question answers related to the story that you have heard right it now. Alright children, the first question is, did all the farmers in Dhanu's village have their own land? Here is the answer. No. Some of the farmers in Dhanu's village have their own land. Right? Some have their own land, but not everyone. Right? So the next question is, during what time of the year did Dhanu's family get work in the village? During what time did they not have work? Let's check the answer. So the answer is, Dhanu's family gets work from before the rainy season till Dashera. During the remaining 6 months, when there is no rain, they do not get work. Now the next question is, do you know of any families like Dhanu's who have to leave their villages for months in search of work? Yes, I know many of families who left their village for months in search of work. Do you know who are there? Like the family who comes from the military background, the children who lives in boarding school or business family. We can write it like this. Yes. Alright children, we have come to the end of the first part of the chapter. In this part, we have learned about the life of farmers in the country and what they face. We will soon meet in the second part with more about the Dhanu story and will discuss the question and answer. Thank you.